Hi friends, it's Ashley again at Cherry Homestead, and as promised I'm going to make another video hoping to encourage my friends who are considering homeschooling their family for the 2020-2021 school year. Before I go any further and talk anything else about homeschooling, I want to share 10 things not to do if you are considering homeschooling your family. As you get started looking at all of the homeschool information that is out there in the internet world, in homeschool communities, what have you, you're going to see so much stuff and you're going to feel like you have to do it all. So without further ado, let me go ahead and tell you the 10 things not to do if you're planning to homeschool. Number 1. Actually guys, you know what? Numbers 1, 2, and 3 go hand in hand, but they require a separate benchmark because they are all 3 things that we might do. Number 1, do not compare your family to other families. Just don't do it. Everybody has a different rhythm in their family. Everyone has different needs and wants, for that matter, things that we're comfortable with. So it's really not a good idea to compare your family to other families. Number 2, do not compare your kids to kids of another family or to kids in another school. Just do not compare your kids' abilities to other kids, even kids that are their age. All kids develop differently. All kids have different strengths, and you would do best to just not try to compare your child to other children. Number 3, do not compare your style of teaching to other moms, other dads, other teachers. Don't compare yourself to them. You don't have to be them. You can be you and do just fine. You're doing it every day. When you're with your kids every day, when you've showed them how to brush their teeth, when you've showed them how to put on shoes, get dressed, you've already had your own way of doing it, and I feel like you can pull this off. All right, number 4, friends. Okay, this is a big one. These are not in any kind of order of importance. They're all important. But number 4, do not feel like you must buy all of the fancy curriculums you see everyone talking about. You're going to see me say this all the time. Less is more. You do not have to buy all of the curriculums to be successful. Number 5. This kind of goes with number 4, but it's a little bit separate, okay? And this is why. Number 5 is, do not feel like you have to spend a fortune to be able to give your kids a good education. There are perfectly great free options out there. The library being a huge one, okay? You do not have to spend a fortune in order for your kids to learn things. You really do not. Okay, number 6. This is a big one for me. This is huge. Do not pack your schedule full of out-of-the-home activities. You're going to get a lot of pressure that your kids aren't doing what Susie and Johnny down the road are doing, and they're doing all kinds of really fun activities and really fun field trips 3 days a week. Let me tell you what, you are going to overwhelm yourself so fast if you feel like your schedule needs to be packed full. It does not. It does not. Your family needs to do what fits your family. That's back to number 1. Don't compare yourself to other families. And moving on, number 7. Do not plan your days to the minute. If you really want to, you can go ahead and get out a schedule. Get your little planner book. I love a planner book as much as the next lady. I really do. But plans are meant to be broken, friends. Let's just face it. Do not get a planner book and pack it to the minute with what you're going to do every day. Just don't do it. It's the fastest way to get yourself locked in a bathroom by yourself crying because you've overwhelmed yourself, because things aren't going how you planned for them to go. Just don't do it. All right. Along with the planners, friends, number 8 is, do not use an ink pen to make your plans, because they're going to change. They're going to change, and that's okay. It's okay, so use a pencil, right? forget to buy lots of comfy clothes because your family is allowed to be in their pajamas all day long if you want. All right, number 10, friends. Do not forget to give yourself grace. Do not forget that everybody has bad days. You're going to have bad days. Your kids are going to have bad days. Your spouse is going to have a bad day. Things are going to happen that take priority over lessons for the day. And that's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes it's much better to scrap your plans for the day and refocus your family on the things that are important than silly plans you have sketched out in your plan book. You're going to find out real fast what's important to your family. And you're allowed to do that. You have freedom to do that when you make this decision. I believe so firmly in not packing your schedule full of things that I've made it my personal goal to say no more often, because I'm a person who tends to want to say yes because I want to do all the fun things. But the fact is, in order to keep my peace, I have to learn to say no more. And so I've actually made that a personal goal the past few years, saying no to more activities. I believe it so much, I made myself a little mug that is full of encouraging things that I can drink my coffee out of. And it actually says,